third or fourth, yeah, and we're basically going to come up into the hoof position, and the movement, so I just want to show you this first, is like this. It's like an escalator going down, because I'm going to translate my hips to the side of the leg that's up, but also downward. So it's going to intensify the stretch where?
Lateral.
Lateral and flexor.
Oh, on
Yep.
the opposite side.
Yep. So that's why it's called hip
double trouble.
double trouble. Now it makes sense? Okay. So my foot is here, and I'm going to translate over and down.
Holy.
Yeah? And over and down.
Well, you gotta have some perineal muscles too to stabilize that ankle.
Yeah.
Like not perineum, but peroneal. I don't know, perineal.
The ankle ones.
Depends on where you want to put your accent, right?
Perineals. Well, I know, yeah, everyone says it different, like, I've worked with people say hallucis, hallucis instead of hallucis.
Yeah.
Big time.
So you've got to have a pretty strong hold here. That is okay. Because if you go too light, you go, especially if you don't have enough weight. Okay? That's hip double trouble. And then arc. Now, this one, you can move the cart away, or move the whole unit away a little bit. It's similar to split. Do you remember split from CA1? Except with split, you remember the reverse phase was different than the movement phase. Movement phase was down and out, like a hoof and then a curtsy. And then reverse phase was that escalator now going up. So with arc, you're going to make, with your pelvis, an arc. And you keep the body upright, or torso upright. So in the picture, he's slightly tilted, but more upright, versus split, which was here to here. Is that all coming back to you guys now?
Yeah.
Okay. So arc again, we stay on the medium resistance. We go hoof, down. So here's my downward motion, and then I push out, and it says you can also move the unit away, so I probably would do that. So I get a little bit more, but I can also stay within this range here. So I get this little arcing with the pelvis.
Yeah.
Do you guys see that?
Yeah, totally.
And on this one, it's kind of nice not to have a huge range of motion, because after all that hip work, you could overstretch very easily, what Lindy and I were just talking about. And if the unit's pushed away, then guess where you're going to go? Further out.
Yeah.
And then there's even more stretch that, might not be bad, but it might not be good if you're not stable enough. So that's why it's also nice to have a little bit more weight on there to kind of support you.